So what's going on, people? I guess everyone are doing good. Okay, let's jump into the video. Okay, so in this video I'm teaching you about how do you use chmod command. So chmod command is basically stand for change mod. So let's say you need to change the file permission. Okay, let's say you need to change the file permission that there is three permissions. Okay, let me explain you. Okay, so if I do ls, you can see there is many files. Okay, let me play with one file. You don't need to get messed up. Let me play with one file. Okay, okay, let me remove others also. Let me remove directory also. Let me remove file also. Okay, there is one file. Okay, if I do ls -l, you can see there is something that it will show in the beginning. Okay, so there is three parts that you need to understand in this chmod command. Like, it's not difficult to understand, it's easy. I'll explain you easy. There is two parts. Okay, so in the symbol there is three part. Okay, but in file permission there is two types you need to know. One is numeric and one is alphabetic. First I'll go for alphabetic, then I'll go for numeric. Okay, let's jump into the alphabetic. In the alphabetic there is symbolic modes that you need to understand. Okay, so there is four parts. That will be u, that will be u for user, and that g for group, o for others, and a for all. So this is just what the persons, like it is a user or it is a group means there will be 3 to 4 persons, or o is nothing but others. If any other people are connecting with ssh terminal or something like that. A for all. So that this is what used to represent what user, group, and others and all. Okay, so there is one more thing that that will be plus, minus, and is equal to. So this is not just add, subtract, and is equal to. When you are setting a permission, this is the most important thing to do. The next thing that I'm showing you is that will be rwx. R is basically stands for what read, W basically stands for write, and X basically stands for execute. What is this? Why did you show me U, A plus, and R? So these are basically if you combine these three, this is basically the symbolic modes. This you need to understand. Okay, let's say let's see this file. Okay, so let me create one more this one. mkdir dir1. Okay, so you can see there is 9 parts in it. Okay, 9 parts. So the first part is specifying that if it is a directory, then it will show it is a D. Okay, if it is a file, then it will show dash. If it is a dash, then it is file. Okay, the next I'm saying is that there will be 3 parts. Okay, this one part, this 2 part, and this will be the third part. The first part refer to the user, the second part refers to the group, the third part refers to the others. So this file in the root permission as permission to read. He can read that file, he can open that file, and he can write or he can create anything in that file, and he can execute. That means he can open that file. That is what the meaning of rwx. So if you come for the group, you can see the group people can only read, and he can just open that file, but he can't do any operations if that person is a group. Let's see let's come to the others. So this others, the other people, he can read and he can execute. That means he can open, but he can't write. He can't write means he can't do any modification to that directory. Same thing here also. This will be the part 1, for root. This will be the permission for other group, and this will be the permission for others. Okay, so how do you change these permissions? Let's say chmod, that will be the change mod. Let's say I need to give permission, execution permission for others. Execution permission for others. What do you do? No, so as I told you, for others you need to use O. O. For O will be representing others. Then you need to give, not take. Give means plus, take means minus. You need to give executable permission. Now if I specify the file name, if I do ls-l, then you can see that you gave a permission, executable permission for others. Let's say you need to give executable permission for a group, then you need to use G. Here the X will be coming. If I do ls -l, then you can see executable permission was given to the group. Okay, let's say that chmod user plus executable the number. So let's say that user also need the permission to execute this file. If you give user plus x, then the permission of executable will be given to user. Sorry. Okay, see here. So user also got the executable permission. Okay, you gave, now you need to take back chmod minus x. If you do minus x, then if you don't specify anything, and if you do minus x, the every for user and group and others, for everyone the x permission, that will be executable permission, will be erased. Okay, if I do numbers, if I do ls-l, then see, you can't see the executable permission for 3 members, that will be user, group and others. If you need to specify only for the particular user, then you need to use u minus x. That is how you use plus minus is equal to. You can also use is equal to also. It is nothing, but is equal to is used when you are specifying to two people, that user group is equal to x. If I press enter, then if I do ls-l, the user and the group will be changed to executable permission. See, the user and the group has only two permission, that will be executable permission, only executable permission. It will erase all the permissions if you use is equal to. Let's say user group, you need to have write and read permission. If I do ls-l, you can see that user and the group got a read, write and execute permission. So this is how we use user, group and these permissions. Okay, let's come to the numeric format. I explained you about alphabetic. Now this is a numeric format. So there is a read, and there is a write, and there is execute. This will be in the alphabetic format, right? You use R, W and X. Okay, now in the numeric format, for read you need to use 4, for write you need to use 2, and for executable you need to use 1. Sorry. So how do you use this? So if you need, let's do ls-l. Let's use let's say you need to okay, let's say that there is RW. Okay, let's go for this. Let's say that this others people read, write and executable permission. As I told you, write takes 2 and execution takes 1. So that you need to specify 0, 0, 3. Why 3? 0, 0 means you are not giving any permission to the user and group, but you are giving permission to the others. Others will be in the third place. So I am specifying 3. 3 is nothing but write plus executable, that will be 3. Then I need to specify in file name. If I press ls-l, you can see that the others got a write and executable permission. So where is this permission gone? If you specify 0, 0, then you are telling don't give any permission to user and group, just give the permission write and execute for others people. Okay, it gives permission. Let's say what is the use of it, what is the use of what will actually, what this actually do. So if I give ls minus l, you saw me that I am doing 000 for this particular file. Let's let's list, you can find this number.txt file. Okay, let's go inside this file and try to modify it. Let's go inside this file and try to modify it. I use nano and number. If I press enter, you can see that error reading number, there is no permission for this file to be executed. Okay, I will come back, then I will use cat command and I will use number.txt. If I press enter, you can see the permission is been the permission is been denied. So if I use cat, that will be read permission. I can read the read what and all the content which is present inside the number.txt, but the number.txt has been locked. I can't see inside that file. And before that I showed nano space number.txt. Even you can't write anything inside that file. That is what that permission, wrx permission does. Okay, now if there is any executable, like let me give an example, file.xh, that you are executing that file. So if there is no x permission, then you can't execute that file. Okay, this is what I need to say about chmod command. Let's okay, now what I do, there is one dangerous command that I will show you. That will be, it's not dangerous, it's it's a bad practice of using 777 to give a permission to a one file. 777 is basically will give write, read, execute permission for user, group and all. So if you give like that, anyone can modify the file. If there is a secret file, if you give this 777 permission, then he will modify it to modify it as it is, like whatever you want. That is why we should not use 777 permission, or else or you should not use user group 0 is equal to wrx. You should not use this permission. User group others is equal to write, read, execute. You should not ever use this permission unless you know why I am using it. Okay, let's say you are changing a permission of a file. Okay, let's change this permission of a file. chmod user group plus is equal to write, execute. Okay, write, execute, then file name. Okay, so you can see that both all the people like user group and others have a same permission. Now what is that? I'll create a touch and file1.txt. okay, I'll create the screen and do ls. See, it has some permissions. Okay, it has a read, write permission and read for group and read for others. That I think now I need to change these permission to this file permission. What do you do? Like I need to use chmod reference is equal to not file1.txt, number.txt, then file1.txt. I'm saying that change these permissions to this file permissions. If I press enter, then if I do ls-l, see, these permissions will be copied to this file. That will be wx for user, group and others. That is how you use chmod command. And refer hyphen. You can also give this permission for inside the file. If there is any file inside the directory, then you can use directory. You can use R that specify what recursively, like it will give the permission for files which is inside this directory. That is how we can use this particular command, that is chmod. If you don't know how to use this chmod, you can use help, that will help you out how do you use chmod, or else you can go for a man page and you can see briefly, not briefly, like depth about chmod. Let's chmod version, you can see the version, I guess. VRS version you can see, and the people who wrote the code for this particular chmod command. Okay, so that's all guys, and thank you for watching, and bye.